excited to present you this video. This is what most of you have been asking in comments for a very long time. An easy to follow, effective and proven how to treat kidney disease 3-step method working for everyone. I've met a lot of people suffering from chronic kidney disease during my journey here at Double O Kidney, and some of them were actually able to beat kidney disease. I've talked to them. I've collected a lot of stories from the people who fought CKD and won. While all their journey were different, all of them had certain things in common. Hello, how are your kidneys doing? This is Catherine. Welcome to Double O Kidney. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to do a huge giveaway when we hit 100,000 subscribers, so stay tuned. Are you ready for a video that will change your view on a lot of things related to kidney disease? I really hope so. It took me a lot of effort to create this video, you wouldn't believe. We've teamed together with a nephrologist, a kidney specialist, and analyzed several cases of patients who actually were able to reverse kidney disease. All these patients had different stories and were at different stages of kidney disease. But they all knew something about how to treat kidney disease and how to improve their kidney health that not everyone knows. What I did was basically analyzing all this information about the way they fought their battle against kidney disease. Then I've extracted or distilled, we could say, the things that were actually working for every one of them. I've rearranged what came out into this simple 3-steps program I'm presenting you right now. So let's start! Step 1. Following the right renal diet. Do you know what a renal diet is? It's not just about foods good for kidney health. It is not just a diet from someone with kidney problems or kidney damage. There's a lot more. Some foods for kidney health are good for everyone, and some other are only suitable for certain patients and certain stages of chronic kidney disease. This means that foods that were good for you 6 months ago are now dangerous. Looks overwhelming, doesn't it? But don't worry, finding the right renal diet can be easier than you think. When in an advanced stage of kidney disease, or if suffering from kidney damage, fluid and waste can start building up in the blood. This is a condition called uremia and can cause a lot of problems. Now, since we know what substances are going to create these buildups, we are going to limit or remove those substances from the diet. Things like sodium, potassium, and proteins will be limited according to the kidney function and GFR of the patient. We also know what substances are going to be missing, and we're going to find a way to add them. Vitamin D, for example. But for a lot of people, the biggest challenge is to understand how much of a change a diagnosis of CKD means, and that it will be impossible to keep on eating the things they used to love. Some dietitians make things look even worse, giving patients infinite lists of things they cannot eat anymore, or of substitutes. Have you ever tried eating a low-fat or no-meat substitute? Did you like it? Me neither. Substitutes never help. They are never as good as the original and are going to make you miss the actual food even more. I definitely prefer to focus on yummy things we can actually eat to improve our health. So I've created a new segment here on Double O Kidney where you can see some interesting recipes and add them to your renal diet. You can see the link to the playlist above. Now, finding new healthy recipes is great, but you will still need to define the details of your renal diet with a kidney specialist. The quantity of calories, potassium, sodium, etc. you'll need on a daily basis are unique for you. Still, there are things that always work for every patient. First of all, basically every patient needs to step down on sodium. Having too much sodium will ruin a kidney-friendly diet, will make you thirsty, and will also cause a spike on blood pressure, which is a sure way to cause damages to the kidneys. Always avoid adding salt to foods. To make foods flavorful, try using herbs and spices instead of salt. Avoid canned and packaged foods. They're full of not just sodium, but basically everything you should be avoiding in a renal diet. Now, some of the restrictions kidney patients are facing can make it hard to get all the micronutrients they need. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon to see kidney patients suffering from anemia or bone disease due to the lack of some essential vitamins and minerals. I know what you're thinking. Their doctor should have prescribed them the right supplements. And what about you? Has your doctor prescribed you everything you need? If you're in doubt, maybe it's time for Step 2. Find a good kidney specialist. Do you trust your doctor? Would you trust your doctor with your own life? This is not a rhetorical question. Having a good nephrologist helping us during our journey to a better health is as important as undervalued by many. And while the decision to look for a new kidney specialist is a life-changing one, I've talked to so many patients complaining about the job their doctor did with them that I've lost count. I know that people have strong feelings on this subject. So if you want to talk about it, leave a comment below and let us know about your personal experience. If you are happy with your current doctor, skip to step 3. But if you had a bad experience or are not 100% sure, just keep watching. Many patients I know are scared to talk to their doctors, especially those who already had a bad experience or suffered from a medical malpractice. I can only imagine how much of a damage this can do to the mental health of a patient. Imagine losing the trust in the people supposed to treat you. The shock and fear can be daunting. What can we do to avoid this? Maybe go find a new doctor? In some cases, this is the only answer, and yes, you should be very picky when searching for a kidney specialist. While all the doctors should be qualified to practice in their field of expertise, not all of them have the empathy, manner, and the performance record to become our first choice. Remember that if a doctor cannot make you feel safe, he or she is not a good doctor. There are some guidelines that could help us decide. The first thing to do is to narrow down the nephrologists in your area. Your insurance provider can put together a list for you, or you can find one online on databases such as the US News and World Report's Doctors Finder Directory. The second step will be to check if the doctor is board certified. A board certified practitioner has gone above and beyond the minimal standard in his field and should be a top choice. Again, this kind of info is available online. While at it, check for the ranking and ratings on websites like Yelp.com to know what other people think. When you have narrowed it down to 3 or 4 names, start scheduling appointments and go talk to them. This is an area when you just cannot afford to make a mistake, so take your time and don't be afraid to ask for help. A good doctor should be also able to handle the mind part of your body. This takes us to Step 3. Practicing self-care. You're not a machine. If you don't take enough care of yourself, things can go from bad to worse. I'm not just talking about your renal health here, but about your mental health too. The right, positive mindset is one of the things that all the people we research who were able to fight kidney disease have in common. They all did their best to improve their health, even when bad times came. And the simple fact that you are watching this video now means to me that you are able to do it too. Yes, it is normal to get discouraged when bad things happen, but it's not healthy to stop fighting and to stop believing that you can have a healthy future. Some people, when I talk about the power of the mind in healing the body, think that I'm talking about some new age thing or similar. In fact, this couldn't be more different. There are also countless studies showing the power of the mind in healing. And I mean real studies, which took place in controlled clinical settings done by professionals. Placebo is the most studied of the drugs. All the new experimental drugs are tested against a placebo. And the placebo works in a lot of cases. This doesn't mean you should be taking some sugar pills pretending they are real, but that the mind is what is actually giving the body the possibility to heal. The point here is that you can have the best doctor in the world, the best renal diet, and the best drugs. But if you cannot convince yourself that you are going to get better, you never will. This is all for today. If you like this video, please like and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.